Welcome to Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke Part 6.
Last episode we lost a couple good friends in Joseph and Fish. With all the deaths on the team, a new one must be assembled. There's still the old members lying around with Buddy, Stronk, and Coane. The members that got to fill the holes were Boris the Weasel and Steelix the Duskull. And of course there's always Beans, just hanging around. I did some grinding over on Route 214, which got Boris up to about the same level as everyone else, and he evolved into a Floatzel. His evolution is giving me some PTSD from Crasher Wake's fight though. I got back to Pastoria City, and there was a bomb threat at the Great Marsh. Myself, Crasher Wake, and Justin showed up to the marsh, but were too late, and the bomb went off.
What the fuck?
This guy just walked out of the place like he just got ice cream and didn't commit an act of terrorism. We just let him by and get away because apparently we don't care who commits crimes because we're not cops. I actually decided to go after him, and turns out he only went 10 feet away from the crime scene, and then just stopped. When he realized I was still after him, he only went about another 10 feet and then stopped again. He's quite literally the worst criminal I've ever seen.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
I let him go again for some reason, and then I go after him again. It's the worst chase scene. Ugh. The looker showed up while I'm chasing this guy down. The looker throws some shade though, calling his bowl cut funny and his outfit strange. Go off, looker, maybe you aren't as bad as I thought. Never mind. He stops to talk to a cute receptionist, so I have to chase this guy myself again. Eventually he gets tired of running at an extremely slow pace and decides to fight me. He wasn't very strong at all and went down with just one of Buddy's fire blasts. For some reason I just let him go after that. My sugar mama found me after I murdered that criminal's Pokemon. She was about to get to something good when Justin interrupted. He added nothing of value and then just ran off, which is pretty typical of him at this point. She asked if he was my friend, but no wasn't an option, unfortunately. She gave me something to move the Psyduck over on Route 210, so I went right over there and used the secret potion that my sugar mama gave me. They scattered like underage kids at a party when the cops show up. My sugar mama asked me to deliver something to someone in Celeste of Town. I guess I'm going up there anyway, so why not? I was now able to continue up the rest of Route 210. Near the top of the route, everything becomes foggy, and I can't see for shit. While on Route 210, Steelix evolved into a Dusclops. I finally got to Celeste of Town, and was out of that goddamn fog. That f***ing fog made that route, that should have taken 20 minutes, take 3 days because of all the missed attacks. Everything missed.
Take on me. Take me.
When I was in Celeste of Town, there was some galactic nerd in front of some ruins, so I murdered his Pokemon, and he ran away. This old lady came up to me and she thanked me. She looked at the charm I was supposed to deliver for my sugar mama. Turns out, this is my sugar mama's grandmother, which I guess makes her my great sugar grandmama. Anyways, the charm was for her, so I handed it over. The old lady told me to take a look inside the ruins, so I did. There's a cave painting of a triangle of 3 legendary Pokemon. A triangle, eh? That blue-haired guy showed up, out of nowhere. Dude was all butthurt about something. He was all like, "I'm gonna ruin your cave painting." So I fought him. His first Pokemon was a Sneasel, and mine was Steelix. I used a bunch of cheese by burning it and confusing it to get him low. Before I could take it out though, he switched into his Murkrow, so I decided to switch over to Coane. Coane used Fly and brought him to about half health. His Murkrow used Drill Peck and brought Coain super low. I got Coain to use Fly again and outspeed and kill his Murkrow though. He went back to his Sneasel, so I sent out Buddy, and a quick Fire Fang took it out. His last Pokemon was Golbat, and man was that annoying. Buddy got him low, but he confused Buddy and he ended up almost dying. I had to switch in for Boris, who eventually took him out with a Crunch. The blue-haired guy ran away after I beat him up, and my great sugar grandmama gave me Surf as a thank you. My sugar mama actually showed up in Celeste of Town right after all of this, which doesn't make any goddamn sense. If she was already coming here, why did she want me to deliver her thing? She's whack. Now that I had Surf though, I decided to fly all the way back to Jubilife City. Since I was so close to home, I thought I might stop by and say hi to my mom. She didn't really say much at all, actually. It's actually very disappointing. Onward to left of Jubilife City now. Then my mom doesn't love me. I was on my way to Conolave City, where I was stopped. It's that crackhead rival of mine's dad. He works for the professor, and he upgraded my Pokedex, so thanks, I guess. Inside Conolave City, I ran into my rival, and I had to fucking battle him. I didn't know this battle would happen, and I'm so underprepared. We sent out a Staraptor, and I sent out Buddy. Fire Blast almost kills his Staraptor. He switches out to his Floatzel to save his Staraptor. I try to match that by switching into Stronk. I hit him with a super strong Revenge, and it took out his Floatzel in one shot. I ain't about to be swept by another Floatzel. He decided to switch out to his Staraptor again, so I sent out my own Floatzel, Boris. It only had a little bit of health, so with a priority Aqua Jet, it took it out quickly. Next out was his Roserade. I switched to Buddy for the type advantage, and because I like Buddy. Buddy used Fire Blast and killed the Roserade in one shot. His next Pokemon was a Heracross, so I kept Buddy out there for the Bug Fire advantage. His Heracross outsped Buddy though and hit with a super effective Brick Break. The attack actually killed Buddy outright. I sent out Coain and used Fly and it killed his Heracross. His last Pokemon was Infernape, so I kept out Coain. I got Coain to use another Fly, but it barely doesn't kill his Infernape. I outsped next turn with an Air Cutter and took it out, ending the battle with only one casualty. I'm very disappointed though. It had to be Buddy? He was going to be my ace for the next two gyms, being Steel and Ice types. I put Buddy in the dead box with all the other fallen comrades. I decided to go to Iron Island because apparently that's where everyone trains. Some fancy dude in a blue suit was blocking the cave. His name is Riley. He gave me a gift for no reason. I literally just met this guy. In the caves I ran into an Onix though. I used Seismic Toss and got it to about half health, and used an Ultra Ball and caught it with no big issues. Later in the islands, I fought some trainers and got Machoke up to level 37, where he evolved. I'm running a mod that fixes some impossible evolutions, such as trading evolutions. Anyways, Stronk is Machamp now. I ran into Riley again, and he wanted to team up. I'm a go with the flow kind of girl, so I said sure, why not? We got through the whole cave together and eventually found some galactic grunts. We fought them easily, and then he offered me an egg. I said of course, yes, because I always take free things when offered to me. I went down to another level in the island, to a room that had Metal Coat. I went back to Conolave City, and I was off to the gym. Inside I fought a bunch of Steel-type using pricks who were really of no issue. I got Anal Beads to evolve inside the gym. The mod involved in Impossible Evolutions also includes Steelix, you just need a Metal Coat. Anal Beads now has a monstrous defense stat of 200. It was finally time for me to try my hand at the 6th gym leader, Byron. His first Pokemon was Magneton, so I started off with Stronk. Stronk used a Cross Chop and outsped Byron's Magneton, and took it out with a single attack. With his Magneton out, his next Pokemon was Steelix. Stronk might have had trouble getting through its monster defense, so I switched to Boris. I used a super effective Surf. Steelix may have crazy high defense, but its special defense is super low, so it went out with a single attack. His next Pokemon was his ace, Bastrodon, which honestly isn't a great ace. I went back with Stronk for this one. It's got really strong defense, but Stronk has pretty high 130 attack power, and a single cross chop is 4 times super effective, and a stab move, meaning the attack is essentially 6 times as effective as normal. There's no way the attack wasn't going to take it down in one shot. And now that I have the Mind badge, there's only 2 left.